Y'all just further in.
Yo, so today is supposed to be my off day, and can't be an off day when you see some garbage like this. This is from the Akron Beacon Journal. Despite clear tests, giant eagle pulls bottled water from plant near East Palestine. Why would you be removing an entire bottled water facility despite clear tests? Well, because they're gonna, if anybody, they're gonna be the ones who face the liability if it comes out that there was something but they were bottling in the water. Acting out of an abundance of caution. It's a joke, man. Grocer Giant Eagle announced Tuesday it would stop selling gallon size or larger bottles of water manufactured at a plant 25 miles southwest of East Palestine. 25 miles southwest of East Palestine, they are pulling an entire bottled water manufacturing plant. And so supposedly this plant pulls from a spring near East Palestine, site of a toxic February. Yeah, we know all of that. Testing has not revealed any issues with the water in question, Giant Eagle said. Like, do you see how two-sided this is? Like, if the test is revealing no issue, then you should have no problem continuing to bottle the water. But the reality is, nobody trusts that. So, seeing how Giant Eagle will most definitely, as a private company, be getting held liable for any issues with their bottled water, they are not going to play games with this. They're pulling their water manufacturing plant. They go on to say Giant Eagle has been in daily contact with representatives from the facility and has learned that the water used in these products comes from a protected spring located at a higher elevation than East Palestine and is not near groundwater sources directly impacted by the incident. Then why are you pulling it? Out of an abundance of caution, a facility that is 25 miles is showing you here on the maps. Look how far. It is a 40-minute drive. A 40-minute drive. It's like even Giant Eagle, a private company, does not take the government's word for this. Because they're not willing. They know they're not going to be protected. You know, if things come down the pipe and it comes out that there was trace amounts of whether it was vinyl chloride or phosgene or some kind of dioxin, all of this stuff inside their bottled water, well, they're not going to get a break. They're a huge private company. They're going to get sued out the wazoo until people feel that they've earned their restitution. And you combine this with, like, we have, you know, Donald Trump finally makes his appearance. Look how happy these people are to see this, man. Turn this down a little bit first.
Thank you, sir. Honored to meet you, sir. Mr. Trump, what do you make it about
These people are, look at, these people are so happy. Finally.
Thank you so much for coming.
Finally, somebody has showed up. Like somebody's willing to give assistance. You know, so Donald Trump, happy, showing up to town, handing out autographs. And what do you get from your president, your current president? He spits in your mother effing face, goes to Ukraine unannounced, handing a foreign country $500-some million and not a dime for the people of Middle America who are involved in the incident, who might have been affected by the toxic train derailment that happened nearly 20 days ago. The idea of civil war and a divorce of this country has never been so real, so right in front of us, and has never felt so ready to approach on than it has in these moments, the last few days, regarding the treatment of the domestic peoples of the United States and how the federal government views them, how the federal government decides whether they will give them aid. It's a big party. You are not in it. You definitely not Middle America. Definitely not no Trump voter. They can't stand you, man. They would rather the 5 million people who may possibly be affected by this simply perish and die and be a non-problem for them than have to even even consider not sending Ukraine hundreds of millions of dollars to give even a fraction of that to the people who were affected by this, by a private company and with the cahoots of the government, burning off those toxic chemicals, annihilating thousands of livestock off the face of the earth. And all we can get is Donald Trump making a visit. When does it end, guys? When does this end? Will it end? I'll be straight with you. Tim Pool put this well in one of his last videos he made. I don't know if it was on the IRL show or if it was an individual segment, regardless. Where do you think this goes? Do you not think, like, to me, this is almost like a purposeful radicalization of people. It's like they want you to be aware that they do not give a beep about you, your loved ones, even in the middle of a crisis or disaster. It's like they want these people to be radicalized. They want these people to hate the government, because that's all I can see why you would ignore them for so long, why you would let these events play out the way that they have. And then it makes you question, why do they want a radicalized population against the establishment? Who knows? Maybe they'll whip up another J6 event and they'll get all these some more bumbling grandpas put in solitary confinement and strip them of their rights and label them as domestic terrorists. I'm going to keep it there before I say something that's going to get me a strike. Be safe, buy life straws, buy bottled water. I mean, can you buy bottled water? You know, buy something that's going to give you some kind of methodology that can filter your water over and over and over again. Not like a Brita filter that's going to run out and need another filter. Get something like a life straw, or get some kind of methodology or process in-home, in-house, whether it's mobile or not. At least have something that you can use that can filter your own water and have an understanding of what it takes to get clean water. Because they're not going to tell you, and they're definitely going to help pay for anything if it affects you. You're going to probably have to fight tooth and nail if you are affected by this to even prove that it was affected from you because of the derailment and that you are owed something. It's a big old joke. Protect yourselves. Be safe. Anyways, peace.